We all know how overwhelming things can get on a homestead or on a farm. These last couple of years that we've been doing it, we have noticed that the bigger we get, the more things have kind of been going downhill for us. And part of our 30-day challenge, we've noticed that burnout is very real, especially if you don't have systems implemented. So part of our 30-day challenge, our goal is to implement more systems. And as you saw on one of the previous videos, and if you haven't saw it, check it out. It was us creating a system for the compost. Well, we didn't really create it. It was something that we got from another homesteader. And so in today's video, the next thing that comes after creating compost is managing your seeds. That is very, very, very important. And of course, planning ahead. So Erica can share with you here the system that she's created to help with managing seeds, and we're going to talk to you about our failures and the lessons that we've learned. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
We happen to always put our seeds in just like a little tin or a bucket, and then as you know, if you do this, your seeds get everywhere. You just end up at the store. At least I do this a lot. I'll go to the store and buy seeds, and then I'll come home and then I already have the seeds. So I'm gonna show you guys what I kind of put together really quick. So I have a binder, and inside the binder I have we bought like little baseball card inserts, and what I did was, if you can see, I put every seed individually in an insert and then I labeled it. Now what this is gonna do is it's gonna allow me to, if I'm, let's say it's the season and I'm looking for broccoli, or I just want to do inventory on what I do have, I can go through everything and see, okay, I have cantaloupe, I have carrots, or I don't. So I'm not also spending money that I don't need to spend. This allows me to come in here. This is the system I'm trying to create for us. It allows me to come in here, look at, okay, cabbage, when should I be planting cabbage? It says February. So now I know, okay, these are all of the crops that I'm going to plant in February. And then what day I am going to take them out. We struggle with swapping out our crops and leaving them too long and really not just being prepared. So we'll have a bunch of crops in our beds and then we don't have anything in, starting inside to replace them when they come out. So that's been a big struggle for us, and I feel like with implementing this system is going to keep me a lot organized. I don't have to go to Google or figure out, what's in season, what I should be planting, because another mistake that we make here is that we've been planting things at the wrong time. And I'll give you a perfect example. It's lettuce, and our lettuce has been bitter, it bolts quick. We didn't really do our research on what lettuce should be planted, like a heat tolerance, and just all of those things we really weren't diving deep into, and I feel like that created an issue for us.
What this helps with also is everybody has their own zone. So you may go and look at a YouTube video, like you may be looking at our YouTube videos and other people's YouTube videos and see when they're planting, but everybody has their own zone. So when you're doing this, you can kind of like figure out you'll figure out what zone you're in, and then implement those dates onto here, so that when you are doing research and then you refer back to your guide here, you'll be able to know exactly when it's time for you to start. And then, as Erica was saying, as far as going through our second round of planting, let's say cucumbers, now you'll be able to know exactly what date, because as you know, this season goes by very fast. When it's summer, we prepare, and then when we're in it, there's so many things to do that we kind of, at least for us, we'll just speak for us, we'll forget to plant our second round. And by the time we remember or notice, it's already too late at that point. So by remembering to just look at your guide that you've created, then you can see like, oh, July 13th, it's time to plant the cucumbers. So whether you're starting them indoors, maybe you'll set the date a little bit before to prepare to get the seedlings in on July 13th, or whatever date you set, and whatever date your zone allows you to do these things.
So I feel like that's important if you want to have a summer harvest and you want to have a fall harvest, because most people, or like I said, I'll speak for us, we really just have a summer harvest because we never prepare. By the time September comes, we're wiped out. We don't have anything that is almost ready to be picked, or that's we usually just stop at like August.
The reason why we never have the second harvest, it was really just due to lack of preparation.
Yeah.
So now with this, we'll just know to, we'll look at it, we'll keep it handy, we'll keep it readily available for us to remember to look at. And then eventually, I feel like this will probably stay like that, but then we'll no longer really need to look at the dates.
Yeah.
And because we've already created the system. And this will also work for, let's say we go on vacation somewhere, let's say her mom is here during those dates, or anybody that's watching the property, they can just look at the guide, and this will be something that anybody can really follow, no matter what size you're in, whether you have a small yard or if you're in a larger scale.
Right.
And what this really helps with also is scaling. So this year we've doubled in size from last year, and this year we've done a lot worse than we've done last year, which is totally fine, because our little downhill season is teaching us a lot of lessons.
So I feel like if we didn't do so bad this year, like we did, because we got comfortable, and maybe you'll get comfortable too. We would see a lot of people that say, their pests ate their crops, or it was too hot, and we were just really comfortable because we have been having a really good growing season every year, right? This year, if we're being honest, it just was bad. Cucumbers were good, onions were good, our zucchinis, our squash, our flowers, so far our watermelons and our cantaloupes, but there's just other things that we've always been being really good at, and this year it just wasn't like that. But again, like he said, we're not mad at it, because I will say that if that didn't happen, I would have never pushed me to start to create this little binder. And I think that for myself and for us, I think that this is really going to help, because as you say, a 9 to 5, right? If you're working a 9 to 5, you come home, you're tired, the last thing you want to do is also jump in and now have to, research, tomorrow I'm supposed to be planting onions, and, just trying to figure out last minute what it is you have to do. And it comes with a lot of research, So this just saves you a whole bunch of time. You're prepared and you're ready for the growing season. And again, like I said, being prepared, you can look this up in the wintertime, So go through any old seeds or seeds that you need to buy again. Maybe you want to plant something new. Just get this binder or whatever system you choose to do in order, filled, and ready. So comes January, because yes, we are in July, January is going to be here like this, and that's when we start planting again. So this is just to encourage you guys to, whatever way you choose to do it, being prepared is key. Not getting too comfortable is key. And
creating the systems is very important. And that's what we are, like I said, that's what we are learning. Yeah. And these are the lessons that we're learning as we go. And as we learn these lessons, we just want to share with you guys so that we can help this. Like, I don't know if anybody's created any videos talking about this, but I haven't seen any, and I've watched a ton of YouTube, especially on gardening and homesteading. So these are things that we really want to share with you guys so that you can start implementing these things. Like I said, no matter the size, especially if you're doing something small and you plan on scaling next year, because I guarantee you, if there's no system, it's only a matter of time before you start to see things go downhill. And some of the improvements we want to make are just creating more systems and just adding more things into the binder. Next year, we do plan on doubling in size. So also in this binder, we'll be able to maybe sketch out some layouts on what we want to have, and maybe just adding the seeds next to it, just so everything is really, really, like, we'll have a clear picture of what we want to do, so that when it comes time, there is no trying to figure it out or trying to, everything's already figured out, and we'll just knock it out. And like I said, we have the composting, and our next, on Sunday or Monday, we'll have the video on that to see how that's going. So if you look, these all kind of go together. So he's working on the composting. So now next year, our plan is to have our own compost, Yeah. And then next year, I'll be ready to just, dive right into it. I'll be more knowledgeable on it, and everything. Those two are just gonna fuse together. And not only did we save money, we're also being organized, because if compost is very expensive. And if you can make it yourself, why not? Right. So we're just kind of like knocking two birds out with one stone so that we can come back better and stronger next year. I'm excited, and I'm glad that this kind of happened, because it taught us a lesson. And
we're ready, and we're not done. You know, we're still gonna start planting. We already have planted some things so that we can have that fall harvest. It's not going to be as big and as grand as we are going to have it next year, because we're going to know so much more, you know. But we it's not too late. And yeah, so I hope this helps you guys, and you can do this in any system you want. It doesn't have to be a binder. You can, I don't know, get your own little seed packets. You can get maybe a bin that opens and has slots that way. However you want to do it, I'm just showing you what worked for me. I'm like a real visual person, so I have to like kind of see everything in my face for me to like get it. But yeah, so just remember this video, and when next year's garden comes and is big and is grand, it's going to be all thanks to this system and the other systems that we are planning to implement.
And I hope this video helps you guys, and we will be dropping. This is the 30-day challenge, so we will be dropping every single day. We did miss a couple days. I already kind of warned you guys for that. It was my mom's birthday yesterday, so we had to go to the cemetery and do that.
We're at the cemetery for Dad's mom's birthday party.
Yeah. Where we at, G?
Yeah.
We're here.
We're at the cemetery. We're at the cemetery for Daddy's mom's birthday.
So we just got to the cemetery, and she got the best spot because that's the truck, and there's nobody right here, as you can see. Just go straight to her. So she's always easy to find because of that. And yeah, so we are making these videos. This was done today, and it'll be dropping today. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section. And please, if this has been helpful, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Peace.